Hi everyone, this is Kathleen Benedict. I'm the Executive Director of the Cache la Poudre River National Heritage Area, and I have a great guest here with me today. And we're going to be talking about a new project that the Poudre Heritage Alliance, the 501c3 managing entity of the Cache la Poudre River National Heritage Area, is going to be starting on. This project is called Lifting Voices, and it is in conjunction with the National Park Foundation. So I am now going to let my friend here introduce herself to you.
Hello, my name is Yufna Soldier Wolf. In Arapaho, we say Dos Gani Ini. Hello, how are you? How we introduce ourselves is naming who we are, where we come from. I'm actually enrolled with the Northern Arapaho Tribe from the Wind River in Wyoming. My parents are Mark and Florita Soldier Wolf. I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you so much, Yufna, for being here with us today. It's so much fun to be able to introduce this project to the world and our social media following with you, actually right here with us. What could you tell us why or what your previous PHA work was and how you know the Poudre Heritage Alliance?
Yes, so for about the last 10 years or so, I worked for my tribe as the Northern Arapaho Tribal Historic Preservation Officer, the TIPO. We basically worked together with a project with the river and the history, and what we had was some elders go down and talk about various stories, various histories about the Poudre River and our connection with the land as Arapaho people. That area is really important to us historically. So that was one huge project we work on, and it was really interesting. And I thought, hey, I saw the videos come out and they were really good videos. It represented each elder well, and it represented how they were, how they spoke, and that's something to preserve for the future, for people to go back and look at these videos and say, wow, this is important. And what they said was important.
Yeah, thank you. We had a lot of fun making those videos, and thank you for sharing your elders with us, because they are so charming and we had a great time with them. So what made you specifically and your tribe willing to share with us in the Lifting Voices grant? What was it about the Lifting Voices grant that was intriguing to you?
So what's intriguing to me is being able, well, after seeing the last videos and seeing the work that was put out, and the effort was really of great quality. The way that information and the videos was put out was really professional, and the quality of it was really great. For that type of information to go out the way it has and to be able to preserve it was what interested me. And the second part to that was being able to talk about Arapaho women and to represent them in a way to show that we're still indigenous to this land, but a lot of things that we work on is really contemporary issues. So it's really important to be able to see that perspective, whether it's through videos, through stories, through history, through storytelling. I think that's important.
And that's pretty much what the Lifting Voices is about. It's telling the story of the Arapaho tribe from the woman's point of view in celebration of the 100-year anniversary to vote. But can you share with us the little nuance about that 100-year anniversary to vote and how that affected the tribe?
I think there's so much history, important history, that goes into being able to vote. As citizens in the nation, there's that part of history that we all learn and know about. A lot of the other history that we don't hear too much about is of Indigenous tribal women and their experiences through voting. In each way, everybody has their own stories, their own knowledge, and their own understanding of our government, and not just through a national government, a federal government, but through a state government and a tribal government. A lot of that, being able to share that information and those experiences is really important.
And that's what the Lifting Voices series is going to be speaking towards. And also the fact that in Colorado, where I am, and in Wyoming, where you are, the Indigenous women did not get the right to vote at the same time as other women in the US. So it is a really interesting story to tell about the history of the Arapaho women and Indigenous women in general, and how they operate or how they are inside their tribe, as well as how they're beginning to relate to the society that's built up around them from where they were first. So I want to thank you for being our liaison, both with the tribe and in the past with the elders, but also especially for this Lifting Voices grant. I really hope that we are able to gather several women to come and join us. How many do you think we're going to be able to gather together?
I think probably 8 to 12 are willing to share their stories, and the age range between that is maybe their late 20s all the way up into their 80s. So we have women here who are willing to share their information, share their stories, share their experiences and their perspective, which I think is really good. And I don't think this has ever been done before for any of the women on our reservation. So this is going to be interesting.
Really interesting. I had not known that. That's really interesting. Do you think that all of them can communicate in English, or will you be able to be our translator for us if needed?
All of them will be able to speak to you in English. A lot of them will probably have Rapo words to say, but they will be able to translate it themselves, or they will have somebody there who will help them.
I'm really excited about this project and what we can accomplish together as two women who have bonded in friendship and in a common interest in history. I think it's going to be really exciting. So those of you that are listening in, please keep tuned in for the Lifting Voices series. And following this interview, I'm sure there'll be a calendar with some dates to kind of tell you when our next outreach will happen. Thanks for coming. And is it ha-ho?
Yes, ha-ho.
Ha-ho. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Na so ni na na e ne na e